Westwood One Radio Network. Week 6 kicked off in Seattle, where the Niners dominated the Seahawks 36-24. Brock Purdy threw for 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to George Kittle. Deebo Samuel caught a 76-yard touchdown to become the first wide receiver in NFL history with 20 TD receptions and 20 TD runs. San Francisco now 3-3. Geno Smith threw 2 interceptions as the Seahawks fall to 3-3. In other news, Jets interim head coach Jeff Ulbrich is making changes to the offense before his first game. Ulbrich told reporters that Todd Downing will take over play-calling duties for the Jets offense, while Nathaniel Hackett will remain on the staff. Downing, a former offensive coordinator with the Titans, is the Jets passing game coordinator. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers called Downing a phenomenal quarterback coach. New York fired head coach Robert Saleh on Tuesday following a 2-3 start to the season. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is 7:30 in the morning. It's a Friday morning. Finally a Friday morning. Good morning, Jared. You made it. Jared, how are you doing?
What are you doing today, George?
Yeah, I had to push your button.
There I am. How we doing today, George?
We're doing, buddy. We're still breathing, so that's a positive.
Yeah, above the ground. Always good.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I've seen some that shouldn't be. Anyway, how's everything? You took care of Grandma yesterday. Did you get her to the seniors thing?
Yes. I think she went for a little bit, and then
did you dress her up
to see the superheroes? Yes. Her.
Okay, she was an audience.
No.
I
don't think she could fit in a Wonder Woman costume anymore.
Well, for Grandma's big.
No, it's not big, but I don't think the suit would.
Yeah,
really,
she probably wouldn't want to do that. She could have been Batman or something.
Yeah,
anyway, she had fun.
Yeah, she had a good time.
Good. Everybody else did they have a good crowd out there?
Yes. Oh, it was packed. It was packed at Senior Day. I will say that. Martin Luther King Pavilion, there was like nowhere to park for a good block or two.
So you had to make Grandma walk for a while.
Yeah. We had to, drop her off and stuff. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Just dropped right, Mama. Grandma hit you. See you later. Anyway, as long as they had a good time, and that's good. And there's really not that many senior activities that they could go to out here. As a senior, I mentioned that.
Yeah, and now that they have that Martin Luther Sports Pavilion, Martin Luther King Sports Pavilion,
hopefully they'll increase the activities.
Yeah, they've been doing more activities there, and hopefully they'll increase it. Exactly.
Okay, stay positive.
Exactly.
Are you missing your buddy yet?
What buddy?
Mr. Buckley.
Oh, Mr. Buckley, of course. But he's having a good time. He has family in town.
You're Robin.
He's enjoying that.
I always thought of you as Batman, and he was your Robin.
I'm Robin. Oh, good. Hopefully one of the good Robins.
Actually, I had it the other way.
The other way?
Just wanted to poke at Mr. Buckley for a while. Anyway, he's probably not listening because, like you said, he does have family in town, and he's having fun. I know he is, and he had a good football game last night. Kind of a blowout situation, but Central is the city champion again.
Yes, they are. There we go.
We'll get into that a little bit later. It wasn't even close. but anyway, it was a good game, and a lot of people had a good time, and they had some really nice special guests out there. I thought was really neat was a lot of people, disabled kids, and they had them out on the field. So that was worth the game right there. Anyway, are you ready for some birthdays? We got some birthdays coming up.
Birthday time.
A whole bunch of birthdays. We're going to do them in just a minute, so don't go anywhere.
Throughout the year, we have contests on KXO AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck, have fun, and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
Okay, Jared, we're ready for some birthdays. You ready for that?
I'm ready for some birthdays.
The big shot guys.
Here we go.
Are you into country music?
Somewhat.
This one was not circled. Carol circles all the birthdays, but this guy is not circled. But I used to work at a country station, and this guy was big in country music. Gene Watson, remember him?
Gene Watson sounds familiar.
He was really big in the 70s. He's 81 today. So there you go. And Daryl Hall, you've heard of him, haven't you? Daryl Hall, Hall and Oates.
Of course.
Not getting along right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. One is suing the other, but they're not buddies anymore. But Daryl Hall is 78 today. Caitlin Adams, she was in The Jerk and The Jazz Singer. One of those was a good movie. She's 74 today. We have David Morse of St. Elsewhere. He's 71. I think he was the boss doctor, wasn't he? The guy. I didn't watch that very much. Stephen Spinella, he was in 24. He's 68. Joan Cusack is 62. Actor, writer Michael L. Nelson. This is like a cult series, a Mystery Science Theater 3000. Remember that? You ever watch that?
Oh, yeah.
That's funnier. Yeah, he's 60 years old today. Hope he's still doing those. Actor Sean Patrick Flannery is 59. Actor Lenny James of The Walking Dead is 59. Artie Lang of Mad TV, 57 years old today. Whatever happened to Marty Lang? Actor Jane Krakowski of 30 Rock, and Ally McBeal, she's 56. We have Constance Zimmer of Unreal and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is 54. Superior Donuts, Darian Sills Evans, Superior Donuts, and Trim is 50 years old today. I think I liked that show. It was a good, funny show. It didn't last very long, so apparently I was the only one. Emily Deschanel on Bones, she's 48. Actor Trevor Donovan of 90210 is 46. I don't know which epoch. And we have Michelle Trachtenberg. She's in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Inspector Gadget. She's 39. And that's our birthdays. That's the big shot birthdays. That's not all of them. Got the local people coming up. And do you remember Flor Gonzalez?
No, I don't.
She worked here for a while. Very good. Very good.
Before my time.
Okay, well, if you listen to KXO, you might have heard her because she was very good. It's her birthday today. She's up in Indio. She lives up there. Anyway, we'll get into her and everybody else coming up.
El Centro, it's time to make a choice that matters for our schools. As a dedicated educator with teaching, administrative, counseling, and school psychologist experience, Frances Terrazas has been a strong advocate for students, teachers, and families. She's worked hard to improve academic achievement, promote mental health services, and ensure safe and supportive learning environments. If you believe in a bright future for our students, November 5th, re-elect Frances Terrazas, El Centro Elementary School Board.
Paid for by Frances Terrazas for the El Centro Elementary School Board.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alessandra Alvarado, Alejandra Velasquez, John Moreno, Tony Hernandez, Ana Gracias, Gloria Corredero, Sharon Swarthout, Lisa Barraza, Kinsey Montgomery, and Anise Torres, Joe Moreno, Brian Avilan, Joni and Lorena Holder, Hollis Spence, Lupe Cortez, Betty Castañeda, Yo Rosales, Ellen Castañeda, Flor Gonzalez, and Juan Torres. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Hi, I'm Claudia Camarena, candidate for El Centro City Council. We've all witnessed the gross mismanagement of ECRMC, the homelessness plague in our city, and the decline of employment opportunities. We can no longer afford to be represented by the current or former city council members. I'm ready to audit and initiate changes that will benefit you and not special interest groups. I'm running to be your voice and to give you and your family the service and dignity you deserve. It's our city, our futures. Vote Claudia Camarena for El Centro City Council.
Paid for by Claudia M. Camarena for El Centro City Council 2024.
Okay, Jared, obviously political season is underway.
Oh, yes.
Are you ready for that?
Of course.
This is going to be a big one on November 5th. It's going to be hectic around here.
Well, it'll be all kinds of fun.
Sure, it is. Always is. We're going to jump into some news right now, World California style. The news headlines brought to you by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. And we start off with the world news.
CBS News Brief. The storm's passed, but the flooding danger remains from Hurricane Milton. Several counties in Florida are offering sandbagging stations to help people protect their homes. WTSP's Hannah Deneen is in Newport Richey.
Because of the storm surge coupled with the heavy rain, the Anclo River is at 25 feet. The record is 27 feet. So this is expected to continue to increase.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is speaking out after an Israeli airstrike on central Lebanon that injured 2 UN peacekeepers.
Peacekeepers must be protected by all parties of the conflict.
This year's Nobel Peace Prize awarded to a group formed by Japanese survivors of the U.S. atomic bombings at Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
It is worth reminding ourselves what nuclear weapons are. The most destructive weapon the world has ever seen.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
One person is dead, another hospitalized after a shooting on the 5 freeway that snarled traffic for hours in L.A. this morning. Investigators say 2 suspects, both of whom opened fire, got away, and this onlooker wants them caught.
Hopefully they catch them soon because we don't know what their intentions are, to hurt more people or not.
One of the women accusing rock star Marilyn Manson of sexual assault, Game of Thrones actress Esme Bianco, is blasting L.A. County District Attorney George Gascon for his handling of the case.
Victims have to be treated with dignity, and part of that is bringing charges in a timely manner.
Gascon has said his office is looking at new evidence in the case against Manson, but has not yet made a charging decision. And Kanye West is being sued by a former employee. That employee says he was hired to investigate Kim Kardashian. The man claims he was hired by the rapper to investigate the family for alleged sex trafficking. I'm John Gilliland, and this is California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
The Imperial Tigers are looking for an Imperial Valley title this year, and Mickey Gale and George Grijalva will be on the sidelines with all the action. Follow the Imperial Tigers live on the web, KXORadio.com. All the games, home and away, streaming live on KXORadio.com.
Imperial High School football is brought to you by Intercare, the Imperial Tiger Football Association, K's Sushi Bar and Grill, and Roto-Rooter of the Imperial Valley.
And we are now ready for page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. With your local news, here's Jared.
KXO local news. Attempted homicide. One man is being treated for a gunshot wound, and another man is in jail facing attempted murder charges. El Centro police responded to El Centro Regional Medical Center at about 3 a.m. Wednesday morning. The hospital had notified police that they were treating a man with a gunshot wound. The 32-year-old victim was treated at ECRMC and then flown to the trauma center in Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. The man has life-threatening injuries and from a single gunshot wound. During the investigation, a suspect was identified. Officers located Michael Felix in the residence of the 400 block of East Olive Avenue in El Centro. Felix was arrested without incident and booked into Imperial County Jail for attempted murder and numerous gun and ammunition-related charges. El Centro Police thanked agents from the Imperial County Narcotics Task Force and the Department of Homeland Security Investigations Border Enforcement Security Team for their assistance in the case. And a huge haul of meth. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers found more than a ton of methamphetamine in a tractor-trailer rig. On October 3rd, CBP officers at the Otay Mesa port of entry encountered an apparently empty tractor-trailer crossing from Mexico into the United States. The 40-year-old driver and big rig were sent to secondary inspection, where non-intrusive screening technology scanned the whole vehicle. Anomalies were found in the floor frame of the tractor-trailer. A CBP K-9 team alerted to the big rig. Officers were able to locate 265 packages hidden in the floor frame. The packages contain methamphetamine totaling nearly 2,700 pounds with an estimated street value of more than $3.2 million. The driver, a valid border crossing card holder, was arrested. KXO News Time, 7:44.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
And this week is National Fire Prevention Week. Fire Prevention Week began last weekend. It started with an open house at the El Centro Fire Station 3. The special week ends this Saturday tomorrow, with an open house at the Brawley Fire Station number 2 at 1505 Jones Street in Brawley. It will start at 10 a.m. There will be food and games, face painting, and more. Sparky, the Brawley Fire Department mascot, will be there. Reach Air will have a helicopter on display, along with other safety agencies that will be displaying their vehicles. The event is expected to end at 1 p.m. And Fiesta de los Muertos, it'll be a downtown Imperial event held on October 19th from 5 to 9 p.m. Just want to put a reminder out to all non-food vendors that today is the deadline. It's the non-food vendor deadline. So please contact I believe it's the city of Imperial, about the Fiesta de los Muertos on October 19th if you want to participate. And it is National Pedestrian Safety Month, a month to be aware of pedestrians. El Centro Police is reminding motorists to slow down and be alert for people walking. They say by always taking extra precautions, you can help protect pedestrians and reduce the risk of injuries or even crashes. The department says walking should always be an easy and safe option for getting around the community. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up.
Page 1 of the local news brought to you this morning by El Centro Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. With 3 locations to serve you, Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are now ready for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily. With page 2 of the local news, here again is Jared.
Work plan for Dogwood Road. County Public Works announced a planned road closure. It is a portion of Dogwood Road. It is a one-day closure. Public Works says between Sharts Road and Brawley city limits on Dogwood will be closed on October 14th. The closure will be from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. The closure is to allow for road striping and shoulder repair. Detours will be posted. And speaking of roads, Caltrans awards funds. Governor Newsom made the announcement. The California governor said Caltrans was awarding $206 million for 149 local clean transportation projects to reduce pollution, especially in disadvantaged communities across the state. The recent funding brings the state's total investment in these projects to more than $1 billion in the last decade. The Imperial County Transportation Commission is receiving $520,000 for the Kxo Mobility On-Demand project. The commission will use the funds to operate the City of Calexico's zero-emission microtransit program. And there's many events happening coming up at Pioneers Museum. Yes, October is full of events at Pioneers Museum. Today, it will be IVC Chicano Studies Film Night. It will be free and includes cultural heritage discussion and the screening of the film Coco. October 18th will be the free lecture night. October 25th, starting at 6 p.m., it will be the Fall Cavalcade celebrating Imperial Valley's Wild West spirit, including the anniversary of the Ride of the Century, cattle call historical photo exhibit, free activities, museum fundraising, and more. KXO News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials and include a soft drink from just $8 and up. For October, enjoy a refreshing bottle of Sam Adams Oktoberfest for only $5.50 or a Jaeger Mojito. And don't miss our Oktoberfest burger. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 105, 105 degrees. Overnight low this morning, 71. National Weather Service says temperatures will steadily cool by a couple of degrees each day going through this weekend. Despite this, record high temperatures will still be possible. A more pronounced pattern change will arrive early next week as a trough of low pressure progresses into the western Conus. This trough should result in a much more discernible cooling trend, with the highs returning to near normal across the region by the middle to latter portions of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 104, south winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight, overnight lows around 74, west winds at around 5 miles per hour. Saturday, sunny skies, highs right near 103, west wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times. And right now we're looking at 71 degrees, 49% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality has not changed. Air quality is moderate in Calexico and El Centro. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers and Beer.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
And we are now ready for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. High school football, we had some of that. Week 8, it was kind of a split deal. There was a games yesterday, and there's going to be games tonight. It's the Week 8 high school football. The city championship went to Central last night. Central Spartans defeated Southwest decisively, 51-6. The Brawley team, they lost. University beat them 21-13. Brawley had to travel to University City. And in flag football, it was Brawley over Central by a score of 18-6. Tonight, Kxo takes on Imperial. You'll hear that game on KXO AM 1230 and on the YouTube channel. Calapat will be taking on Victory Christian Academy. Vincent Memorial goes against Palo Verde. Houghtonville has the bye. NFL football, Thursday night football, of 49ers defeated the Seahawks 36-24. The weekend games on Sunday, it's going to be the Steelers at the Raiders on FM 107.5. That's the Raider station for the Imperial Valley, our sister station. Sunday night football, Bengals at the Giants, and Monday night football, Bills at the Jets. Those will both be heard on AM 1230 KXO. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Kxo and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball, the American League Division Series, both of the games were played yesterday. One team moves on. The other one, the other two teams have a ways to go. Guardians beat the Tigers 5-4. That means they have one more game to go because that series is tied to 2 apiece. Yankees, they defeated the Royals 3-1. Yankees move on to the league series, the league championship. The Yankees take that series 3-1. And the National League Division Series will be decided tonight. One way or another, somebody's moving on to the league championship. The Padres and the Dodgers tied at 2 games apiece. Tonight is the good one. Whoever wins tonight moves on. Dodgers and the Padres, always good. The WNBA, they started their finals yesterday, Game 1. The Game 1 went to the Lynx. They defeated Liberty 95-93. It went into overtime, but the Lynx came out on top. Well, Minnesota leads that series 1-0. And in the NBA preseason, it was the Pacers over the Cavaliers, 129-117. Jazz beat the Mavericks, 107-102. Hornets over the Grizzlies, 119-94. Lakers beat the Bucks, 107-102. Thunder over the Breakers, 117-89. Again, that's preseason football. That's it. That's the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And today's financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. On the business side, stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ waiver amid a big bank earnings inflation data. U.S. stocks drifted on Friday this morning as the big U.S. banks got earnings season underway, and investors weighed the likely impact of a hot inflation print and unchanged wholesale inflation on Federal Reserve policy. Dow Jones Industrial Average was mostly flat at the open, pairing deeper pre-market losses as big bank financial updates rolled in. S&P 500 also opened mostly flat, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ composite opened down 0.3% after closing out Thursday with small losses. Investors were combing through the quarterly results from big Wall Street banks. The traditional starting gun for earnings season is in focus is the potential impact of the Fed's pivot to rate cuts on lending margins and thus on profits. We got your weather coming up next.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 105 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 71. We're looking at sunny skies today. Highs right near 104. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 74. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny on Saturday. Highs right near 103. West wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour at times on Saturday. And right now we are looking at 71 degrees, 49% the relative humidity. Again, air quality has unchanged. Moderate air quality in the Kxo and El Centro. The air quality is good everywhere else. The financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on FM 107.5.
So now we go to a second and 10.
Don't miss any of the action as the Raiders contend for the AFC West title.
3 wide receivers right, Trevor
Las
back to
Vegas
back.
Raiders, brought to you by
Touchdown!
El Centro RV and Southwest Postal Service.
Raiders football on FM 107.5.
And we're coming up on 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, we've got CBS News, 6 minutes of news and information on the way.
Oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. The scale of the destruction from Hurricane Milton in Florida is sinking in as people who left their homes come back. CBS's Christian Benavides.
Residents in Florida return to get their first look at the destruction caused by Hurricane Milton.
This is home, and it's gone. Home is gone. So home ain't home no more. So yeah, I'm very emotional.
Yamile Barrio says she's lucky to be alive.
Thank God nothing happened to us. There's more people that's worse than us.
The storm, which also spawned a series of tornadoes, scattered boats, ripped apart homes and businesses, and left entire communities underwater.
The hurricane is blamed for at least 16 deaths. Major theme parks in Florida reopened today. Something went wrong hundreds of feet below the surface of the earth in an old Colorado gold mine. CBS's Carter Evans tells us an elevator used by tourists had some sort of problem.
One person died, and we have no information about who that person was or how that happened. We know a couple other people were injured, and then they brought in rescue teams and experts to take a look at this lift and make sure it was okay to bring everyone else up, and they did that last night.
It took several hours to get those 12 people out of the mine safely. CBS's Weijia Jiang is on the presidential campaign trail where it just gets busier for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Today, Trump will hold a rally in Colorado expected to focus on the border. And this weekend, former President Bill Clinton will campaign for Harris in Georgia as he targets voters in the rural South.
Now to the Middle East, CBS's Deborah Patta has more on Israel's latest airstrikes aimed at Hezbollah targets in Lebanon.
The strikes happened deep in the heart of the capital, the deadliest attack since Israel began hitting central Beirut last month. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has threatened the devastation seen in Gaza on Lebanon if its people do not stand up to Iranian-backed Hezbollah militants.
Israel's military says it's conducting a review after 2 UN peacekeepers were among those hurt in southern Lebanon. A grassroots Japanese anti-nuclear group has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
A global movement arose whose members have worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the catastrophic humanitarian consequences of using nuclear weapons.
Members are survivors of the World War II A-bomb attacks in Japan. Here at home, the government says prices at the wholesale level were unchanged last month. It's seen as a further sign inflation is easing. And on Wall Street, the Dow is up nearly 300 points. The S&P is up 30. NASDAQ is up 45. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice 5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice 55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
A website sizes up more of the risk of buying a home.
Zillow is adding a climate risk threat score to every for-sale listing on its platform. Data from the nonprofit First Street Foundation will include susceptibility to flood, wildfire, wind, heat, and air quality risks now, as well as risk estimates for 15 and 30 years into the future. Zillow also plans to offer tailored insurance recommendations. A 2023 Zillow survey found 80% of homebuyers now consider climate risks when they shop for a home. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A Florida factory that makes IV fluids critical to hospitals will restart after shutting down while Hurricane Milton tore through the state. B. Braun Medical's facilities in Daytona Beach were not seriously impacted by the storm. The company had moved out more than 60 truckloads of IV solutions before it arrived. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Before you tour a home, the real estate professional you're working with may ask you to sign a buyer's agreement, which describes the services you'll receive, each party's role and responsibilities, and how your agent will be compensated, all of which you'll want to discuss with them up front. So work with an agent who's a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors with a duty to honestly represent you and put your interests above their own, because that's who we are.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius or 2 half geniuses and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time.
With George Gale.
Except, once my pants are on, I make gold records.
AM 1230.
I could have used a little more cowbell.
KXO.
1230, KXO.